Welcome to B2B Marketing Agency Insights. I'm your host, Austin LaRoche, CMO at ATAK Interactive. Today, I want to talk to you about one of my favorite creations, marketing to sales maps, also known as M2S Maps. This granular document is based on the foundation of what we call the customer lifecycle. Attracting the prospect, connecting with the prospect, closing the prospect into a customer, and delighting the customer. With the customer lifecycle as our foundation, we then start outlining a couple different things. The first thing we do are actions that we want to take in each step of the customer lifecycle. The next column we have is the purpose, goal, or function. And this is where we identify why we're taking those actions. And this is really important because sometimes you've got the best of intentions, but maybe the wrong action. Maybe you're advertising on Facebook when you should be advertising on Instagram, and that's okay. You'll learn as you start executing these maps where you need to change things, but you always need to know why you're doing them. And that's why the intention is so important, and the purpose, role, and function. Next up, we have success metrics. Every single action that we're doing needs to have some sort of a success metric that it's going to be defined by. And let me give you an example. If you're doing search engine optimization, then you're probably going to look at a success metric like organic search traffic. And you want to be able to track this. You want to have the metric tied to the action, because once you have that, then you can create the next important part, which is the weekly goal. Now, the weekly goal is really important because it ties right into the success metric. The weekly goal not only tells us what metric we're chasing, but where we need to hit every single week. That's why it's really important. Next up, the responsible party. Listen, you can't be accountable to a marketing to sales map without knowing who's in charge of every action that you're taking. That doesn't always mean they have to do all the work, but they are the ones who are in charge and who are overseeing that that part of the marketing to sales map is being executed on. Lastly, we have costs. We have to work everything pragmatically and within budget. If we identify how much we want to spend, then we can really put the right dollars to the right actions in these marketing to sales maps. And we're making sure that we're staying on budget. So when you look at the marketing to sales map as a whole, you've got the actions that you're going to take in each part of the customer life cycle. You know why you're doing them because of the purpose, goal, or function of each of these actions. You have a success metric tied to each action that you're doing. You have the weekly goal for each action to make sure that the work is actually effective and is getting you the results that you want. Then you have the responsible party, so you know who's in charge of making sure of everything at every step in that life cycle. And lastly, you stick to budget by identifying the costs of each action. It's a very granular process that is going to help your marketing efforts tremendously because it outlines everything that you need to do, why you need to do it, how it can be successful, who's in charge, and how much it costs. You can't ask for more than that. If you'd like a marketing to sales map template, visit us at www.atakinteractive.com/M2S Map. Thank you so much for your time today, and as always, good luck growing.